ball,
Ryan
but
Shazier,
also just for just regular medical
like
use.
that boy barely recovered.
Yeah.
Ryan Shazier hit that dude with the helmet down. Hit that boy with his helmet down. Wrong way to hit. Paralyzed himself for like almost his whole. He was almost permanently paralyzed. He just now starting to probably walk again normally.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about the sport you do, the specifics, and how you do it. Like, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain spots of the brain you get hit, bop, or whatever with you get hit with can seriously, severely damage the human skull.
Especially if you get hit in the back of the head. Like that's the difference between street fights and sanctioned fighting. Like, I don't like street fights or street fighting, like, period, because there's no, like, restraint. There's nothing stopping the other person from killing the other. Like, I hate violence in that aspect. But yeah, for some reason, when it comes to, like, UFC and combat sports, I love it. But it's because it's sanctioned, and they're not actually trying.
Right.
Like, obviously, they have the mentality of, like, I'm going to kill you, but they have their safeguards to protect the people from actually losing their life.
And they know what to do. Like, even if you were to
it's full medical team on standby,
and then they just can't move and shit, and then you're just like, and then they come in there, and then they just, like, literally they look at your pupils and shit.
Yeah, and there's a whole medical team on standby. They don't let someone
just keep fucking sitting there punching while you're out cold on the floor. That's right there unsafe. That's unsafe.
That could kill you. That
like.
Could lead to long-term permanent neurological damage, brain damage, everything.
That's bad referee. That's not safe. That's literally a possibility you take in there every time you walk in there.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, you get starched, you can get hit 3 or 4 more times when you hit the floor. Like, literally, just saying.
and circling,
you may die, you may not. Like,
and that's circling back. That's why I'm like, long-term, like, we're concerned for Nate Diaz. I don't want all those shots to, like, catch up to him, if you know what I mean.
I hate to say it, but it probably is going to.
Yeah,
that's how he fights. That's how he fights. He fights like a
bull.
But
he will go down in UFC history as a fucking legend.
It's a stubborn way to fight. I gotta tell you, it's a very stubborn way to fight. But that's how he goes, and he rocks it to the fullest, and that's how he is, and he ain't ever gonna change. So
yeah, Justin Gaethje got the same criticism because I think it was one of Justin Gaethje's coaches or, like, somebody that he knew that said, it's like, look, if you're gonna keep on fighting like this, do you want to be able to actually get up and interact with your kids in the future? It was something like that, but it was just in regards to, like, the whole situation, like with Muhammad Ali. You take so many shots for so long. Are you actually going to be able to function later in life?
Most likely not.
Yeah.
Because Muhammad Ali is living. But he was living.
He passed away, but
living, breathing proof of that.
Yeah.
Literally. So Mike Tyson is questionable, but he's over here. My back is broken. Like, he's over here hurting while he's boxing still because he's a monster. He's got the heart, dedication, the will. He loves the shit to the T, so he keeps it going. I'm sure his back was fucking hurting or was broken.
He's a dog.
But he don't give a shit. A lot of people continue the fight with broken hands, ligaments, arms, torn shit, fingers, toes.
Thiago Santos fought 4 rounds against Jones with both of his ACL and MCLs torn.
Yeah, I don't even know how you can stand with that shit, like, going on, like, or move the way you move.
He's a monster. Like, he's a beast.
How. Like, literally, I don't know how. I don't know how you fight with 2 torn ACLs and an MCL. Like, how do you do that? Are you bionic? Like, what the fuck are you made of? Like, what are you made of? Like, seriously, what is going on? Like, you can't even stand, let alone walk with 2 torn. You know that? You can't walk with 2 torn ACLs. You can't. There's no fucking way in hell. Your body will not let you. Will fuck your shit up even more, which I'm sure he did after the fight. He fucked his shit up even more because he wanted to keep going. And if he was smart about it, I mean, I know it would have sucked. You should have took that L a little quicker, bro. And I'm not saying take a dive because you're injured, because you have the heart, you're strong, you know what to do, you're good. That guy's got some skill for sure.
But you don't want to ruin your career.
You don't want to ruin your career short. You don't want to stop yourself short when you have potential to thrive past your years of experience, skill. You're trying to beat your limits of limitation. Like, you're trying to go past the stars. You're trying to sit here and you don't want to cut all that short because you just of one fight and because you wanted to have bigger balls and you
wanted to persevere.
Because like, at the end of the day,
there's understanding of persevering, but yeah, it's like you gotta maintain your own health. Make sure you're not just killing yourself in the process.
At the end of the day, you want to go home to your family. You know, you want to sit here and live to fight another day. You don't want to just throw it all out there on account of anger, emotions in one fight, and then it's like, oh, you don't shake hands. Like, dude, don't sit here and be disrespectful because you lose. Win with class, lose with class, bro. It ain't easy. It ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you guys are fighting fighting to the death in there. Like winner, loser. Someone's
Yeah.
got to die. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the fight game. Like everyone says in their interviews and their kind of, it's the
That's
fight
how it
game.
is.
It's how it is.
They all,
It's just
you
how it is.
including, you go into the cage understanding that you're putting your health on the line.
I've been blasted in the back of the head several hundred, like, I mean, it's not several hundred, but I mean, like, a bunch of times in one of my fights, and I didn't get a call for it for some reason. Like, only thing that was like red was the back of my fucking head, like literally my ears.
And that can cause
He hit me in
severe
the
brain
ears.
damage.
He hit me. Yeah, it could seriously fuck you up. The nerve that connects from your brain to your spine to your head, like right here. The most important nerve that connects to your damn brain is right here. Like literally, pretty much right there. And it's like,
and if you damage that nerve, you're gonna damage your whole body
if
in the process.
you punch someone hard enough in that spot, that's a wrap for Johnny. Like that's literally, like, you're gonna kill that person instantly.
Yeah,
because not only is their head bouncing off the canvas, headbutting the fucking shit out of the floor, you're getting punched in the back of the head as well.
And
so it's multiple traumas happening from the front and back. You're definitely gonna be having some problems later on.
yeah,
down the
and
road.
especially if you do the damage there, your brain and your spinal cord isn't going to be able to communicate with your body properly.
That's when you start
and
going
it's
out
got-
and shit.
Yeah, and that's when you start having the issues where
Right.
you're not having so much control or anything over your legs or your arms because of that damage to the back of the head and everything in the brain and neurological trauma from it. It's impaired your brain and spinal cord, impaired its ability to communicate.
Right.
So it's like that's something else that you have to consider and that you have to watch out for and everything. Because like no matter what, you also have to watch your health. You don't want to go in there as a great, but
I just
kill
go
yourself.
in there smart, confident, and
strategic.
sharp at
Yeah.
all times, and aware and elusive. The name of the game is to hit, not be hit. Everyone said, you know what I'm saying? It's
Like Stephen
literally,
Wonderboy.
No one's trying to be hitting there. You ain't trying to get kicked in the face, so don't. There's techniques to avoid that shit. If you do, you got caught. It happens all the time. That's combat sports.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like you got slammed. Oh, you got knocked out in the slam. You shouldn't have let him grab your legs. Shouldn't have let him pick you up. There's many ways to prevent that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
It's a learning process.
Shit happens, bro.